Welcome to my channel, Distinctive Crochet. My name is Priscilla, and I want to thank all my new subscribers, and I also want to thank all my returning subscribers for coming and spending some time with me. Please remember to give me those thumbs up and leave a comment if you have any questions. I appreciate it so much. And if you have not subscribed yet, please hit that red button. And guys, for those of you who have subscribed to me, I did notice my count going up and down. So if you are subscribed to me and you come back and check out my video, but you still see that red button, that means for some reason YouTube unsubscribed you. So please go ahead and re-hit that red button. I would appreciate it so much. I thank you again. So today I wanted to do a couple things, and the first thing I'm going to do is give some shout outs. And the first channel I want to give a shout out to is Ezra. And I came by her channel through Kim the Crafty Nomad. She had done a session on her channel called Meet the Maker, and she was interviewing Ezra on there. So I learned a lot of cool and interesting information about her. So I will go ahead and link that interview down below. I will also be linking it's Ezra's channel, so you can go straight to her channel as well. And guys, you really want to check her out because she's an awesome knitter and crocheter, and she's also a service member to our country. So Ezra, thank you for your service. And she's just really awesome. She has a really beautiful smile, and she will cheer you up. So go and check her out. The next channel I want to give a shout out to is Kristen from HTC T.V, and I believe it stands for Head Turning Crochet. She is a crocheter. She also has makeup and skincare tutorials on her channel. She also has some cooking and recipe on her channel. So she's got a lot going on, guys. You want to check her out as well. And the next one I want to give a shout out to is Sandy from Left is Right Crochet. She is a very sweet lady, and I wanted to thank her for her support, and I appreciate the shout out that she had given me. So thank you again, Sandy. The next person I want to give a shout out to is Jeanette from DOYCreations. I have been watching her for quite a while. You may not know this, guys, but I'm really shy when it comes to social media, and to have a YouTube channel right now is really like surprising to me. If you told me this a year ago, I wouldn't believe it, but I am so happy I do have a channel. I'm really having fun. But back to Jeanette, she is such an inspiration to me. I have been watching her for quite a while, and I just really like her personality. She's a beautiful person inside and out, and she's so much fun to watch. And she does a lot of she does a live usually every Sunday, but as life goes on, guys, you know, sometimes you can't make it. But she's really an awesome lady, and I appreciate her for starting her channel, because eventually that led to me starting mine. So thank you, Jeanette, and that's DOYCreations. So go check her out. And I believe that's it for the shout outs for today. So what I came on today for was to do a recap of my video. I'm sorry about the shakiness of the camera, guys. Someone keeps knocking that table, but that's okay. Yes, I wanted to do a recap on my fashion video. So the original intention for the fashion show was to just have a nice streamlined show where you guys could get some inspiration and just relax and enjoy the show without interrupting with, I made it with this yarn and I did this and that, and I was going back and forth like, how did I want to do that? So I just decided to go with the streamlined show so you guys could have something enjoyable to look at. With all this going on today, we need some time to relax and be inspired. So that's what my intention was on that. However, I did have some people say, well, which ones did you create, and did you create all of them, or did you follow some patterns? So it's about half and half. I did create some of those, and then some I did follow the pattern for. So I'm going to go ahead and do a breakdown of that, and I'll get started with the ones that I used patterns for. So I'm going to try to show you the pattern that I used, and then pop in the clip of what I'm talking about. So hopefully that works out. We'll see with the editing. So let's get started. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is a poncho that I used the pattern for, and I got it from the Celtic Cable Crochet, and then this is by Bonnie Barker. So this is actually called the Lavina poncho, and there's another picture of it there. So I made my my cowl a little bit bigger, and then I also made the panels bigger as well. Okay, so that was that one. So I'll go ahead and pop in the picture here of that. Okay guys, so the next one I wanted to talk about is the purple vest that I made, and I got that. Here's the pattern for that, and it's called the Dashing Cardigan by Shannon Mullet Busby. And then there's the back. So if you notice, she has the longer sleeves on hers, and I didn't like on the pattern how it was attached. Like I did add the sleeves, and I ended up taking it right back down again because I didn't like how this the seam looked there, and then I tried it another way and I didn't like that either. So I just left it as a vest. And when you make the complete repeat of the panel, it's really large and oversized, which it does say in the pattern, and it's supposed to be that way. And so it just kind of draped over my arms like a cap sleeve or like a vest. So I just left it like that. And that came from the Interweave Crochet magazine fall 2018. So that's where I got that one from. And then I'll go ahead and pop in a picture of that here. And so the next one I wanted to show you guys is from, let's see, Crochet magazine winter 2017. And the pattern was the top down, it's the top down Aran pullover, and it's by Chi Lamb. If that's that one. And I'll go ahead and put the picture or the video clip here. And so the next pattern I did came from the Interweave Crochet fall 2017 magazine. And that is the Juniper Cape by Anastasia Popova. So I'll go ahead and put the picture or video clip of that here. And then my first knit sweater came from the Interweave fall 2004 magazine, and that was the Syncopated Ribs by Nora Goggin, and it looks like that. This is worked in all one piece, and you start at the bottom, you work your way up, you start the sleeves, you increase for the sleeves, and then you go back and do the back side of it. So it wasn't too bad. I did have a little bit of issues on that, but it worked out pretty well. So I'll go ahead and show you guys a picture of that here. And so the last pattern I wanted to talk about was the knit poncho that I had done, and this was a kit that I got off of Blueprint, but I believe you can just download the I think it's a paid for pattern either way. but I believe you can just get the pattern from Ravelry, and it's called the Plaidaptation Poncho, and it's by Aunt Ninny. And if you get it off of Ravelry, it's going to have a different picture. This is the one that they have on Blueprint. Let me see if I can show you guys. Yeah, I think this might be the picture that you would see on if you went on Ravelry and got it. So I didn't have a set of buttons to add on there that were big enough. I might have had like 2 that were the same, so I didn't add the buttons yet. I might add them later, but I still wear it, so it's still cute. So that was the first knit poncho, and I'll go ahead and pop that in here. So there was one of the kind of like oversized cardigans that I had worn. It's the brown with the yellow cables down the front. It was actually starting off as a pattern that I had got from the Crochet magazine here. That's the winter 2017. It started off as this pattern here, which is really beautiful, but it was hard to follow. I do believe there were a lot of mistakes in the pattern, especially when I got to the cable section in the back. Hold on, let me see if I can show you the back section from the magazine. Yeah, here it is. So there it is there. Hold on, I'm trying to cover up the words, not the picture. So it was a really beautiful pattern, and I was like, this is stunning. I have to make this. But when I was reading through the pattern, so for example, if it says double crochet, skip 1, or double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, and repeat that 5 times, then I'm expecting to end with a double crochet when I get to that 5th repeat. But that's what they had in here, not necessarily those stitches, but that's what they had in here, and do this repeat 5 times. And there were like extra stitches left, and I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do with these stitches? And there was no chart for the cable, because I do like to use a chart when I'm doing a cable. I can refer to the words and a chart, but I prefer to go off of a chart. So, and that's one of the reasons why, because if you have the chart, even if there's a mistake in the words, you can always just read the chart and go by that. So with that one, I actually ended up using just a simple cable down the front, and then I followed the way they made the panels, and then the stitch pattern they had for the panels, because that was easy enough to follow. So I did that, and then I put my own cable design on the front, and then I designed the cable on the back as well from other stitch patterns, cable stitch patterns that I had seen. So that was kind of a combination of my own and like a pattern. But guys, I would not recommend that pattern, because it was there's mistakes in there. It has to be. So then the other one, I'm sorry, I'll pop in a picture of that here. And so then the next one I wanted to show you is also kind of a combination of me and a pattern. So I actually used the stitch pattern that was on here for the purple, it's kind of like a shrug vest, I guess. And I call that because I started off following a shrug pattern from a different book, and which I can't remember the name of that book, so I'm sorry about that. But it was just like the way they had put it together and the way they were stitching it up. I didn't like the stitch pattern they used, and I was really interested in this cable pattern, so I did the cable pattern. And then the next section I just did post stitches, but they're like sideways, so they're it just really creates this really nice ribbing effect, and instead of up and down, it's like turned on the side. So I really liked how that came out, and that was another combination of a pattern in my own design. So I'll pop in a picture of that here. Okay, so the next section is just going to be talking about the patterns that I had designed, or the pieces that I had designed, because I didn't write a pattern down for them, but the pieces that I had designed are the ones that are coming up next. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and do a voiceover and show you those video clips as they go. So I'll go ahead and pop that in here. And this is my corner to corner piece that I was working on. I just made 2 large panels, and then the oversized sleeves are folded over when I put the belt on, and it acts as a little peplum. So I really thought that was cute. And the next one here is a poncho, and I made a really cute design down the front and back with some crisscross double treble crochets, and then I did some nice pattern stitches on the ends. And this is an oversized cardigan that I made with some bulky weight yarn. And this right here, guys, is supposed to be a jacket for my son. He was really into rams. That's what a ram is on the back. But it was too big for him because the chart was too big, so I kept it for myself. And this is another poncho. I did the diamonds down the front and back with the boucle yarn, just to show off that yarn. And then here's another kind of poncho top that I did the boucle yarn at the top, and then some just plain yarn at the bottom. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the recap, and if you have any other questions about what I had shown you guys, please leave them in the comments down below. And like I said, with everything that was going on, I just really wanted you guys to enjoy something, and what's going on is real. So please be safe, guys, out there. I really care about you all so very much, and I just want you to be safe out there. Okay, so thanks again for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.